everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features a team that can get it done on the ground. The Panthers are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Falcons team that wants to keep the running game in check.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
12 more yards there and another first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Slot man moves right. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They go play action here on 1st down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gano out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out come the Falcons now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. 30, 20, 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And that one makes it 14-7. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here's Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And the wideout in motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Shrugs him off. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. They'll set up to throw. Coleman has it here right side. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Matt Bosher, 7th-year man from Miami, on to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fights loose. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually...
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. The slot man in motion right. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And Freeman lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Counter, Devontae Freeman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bryant now to tack on the extra point.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. Reminder later tonight, a good one down in Miami. It'll be the Raiders and the Dolphins. A lot of playoff history between those two in the 70s.
Yeah, there sure is.
And then tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 9, the unofficial halfway point of the season with the Lions and Packers from Lambeau. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they had great field position, but a three-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a three-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last two drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second down, McCaffrey. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On first down, Newton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's second down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different ways.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. They'll look to throw here on first down. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's going to loft one deep left. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Falcons on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 14. Coleman now. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing is Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Deion Jones. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, But that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That good for 19 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Luke Kuechly, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. To throw on 2nd down. Freeman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll drop to throw. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's Newton. Dancing to his left. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And Green with a catch left side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Newton to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any. Bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On play action, they'll throw. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go!
Here's Coleman. Room here to run. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
Let's go!
And an alley to run. Touchdown, Falcons. Davis Webb, his third touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. So a design run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly
He's
didn't
lost.
work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. 3rd and long. It's Newton. He's going to air one out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken from just outside the 30. Dodges him at the 50. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And here now come the Falcons. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go Play action here on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And finding the tight end Hooper. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Coleman. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 40, the 30, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. The gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 14. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. They give him a gain of 37. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Flushed out right. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Throwing here, Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Finding room at the 30. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 74 yards. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. Newton now to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Greg Olsen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers.